I've been a student of the Buddha for months now, studying all the teachings, reading all the books, and this specific teaching really helped me touch happiness and transform the suffering in my life. This is what the Buddha said: Bhikkhus, the pleasure and joy that arise dependent on the 5 chords of sensual pleasure are called sensual pleasure. But this is called the joy of renunciation, the joy of seclusion, the joy of peace, the joy of enlightenment. This states that external pleasure, external excitement, external feelings of pleasure and joy and happiness, they will not stay forever. But when you create happiness and peace inside of you, that is forever. That is more long-term, because then you can generate it at any moment. Whenever you're at a refugee camp, whenever you're feeling sad, whenever your country gets hit by a bomb and there's nothing left to do, you can do that. You can create happiness and joy within yourself. And by doing that, you create happiness and peace within other people. On my wall, I have a very important letter that I wrote for myself. And it's right in front of my computer because I want to see it whenever I really don't feel like doing my homework, whenever I don't feel like doing anything. And it's that inner peace is greater than excitement/pleasure. Generally, when we play video games, we are excited. We want to play more and more and more. We talk to our friends. We want to talk more and more and more because of the dopamine that we get. This is a different type of, I'd say, happiness on the happiness spectrum. But a more deeper, long-term happiness is the feeling of inner peace. Because inner peace, you can create it inside of you. And that is what is truly powerful. Here's another quote from the Buddha. The wise do not yearn for sensual pleasures. They rejoice in freedom from desire. Sensual pleasures are like a net that entraps. But freedom from desire is like the great sky, unbounded and free. And by reading this, you might think that, oh, this is a Buddhist teaching. This is outside of my religion. Buddhism is not a religion, and Thich Nhat Hanh says this. There might be religious types of Buddhisms in other countries such as China, but the original Gautama Buddha never said that it was a religion. It became a religion through various different cultural influences and changes. It's sunny right now. The sun is beautiful. And when I say freedom from desire, you might think that, oh, contentment is weak, because then you won't have a purpose for life. You won't have a greater meaning. But really, that's not what it means. You can still have goals while being content. You can still perform your day-to-day activities while being content. The real desire that we want is wholesome enthusiasm, the deep desire that is free from the feeling of craving, the feeling of being agitated, the impulsiveness. Because really, the desire that we want is not the type of desire that is obsessive, the type of desire that is out of control. We want a more stable desire, one that is rooted in mental strength. One that brings us freshness and clarity and happiness and fulfillment. The feeling of wholesome enthusiasm is a bliss. You want to help people. And inside of you, there's this feeling of happiness because of this desire. You want to do good for the world. You want to follow your passions, not in a way of agitation, but in a way of restfulness, in a way that can impact not only you, everybody else on the world. This is the best desire that I have found in my life. If you want to practice more of Buddhism, click on this video right now. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.